Update at 1600 KST. This article has been amended to reflect a statement by the Russian Foreign Ministry. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will visit North Korea on Thursday, the country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs (MFA) announced on Wednesday. In an announcement carried by the official website of the Russian MFA, the ministry said that the Lavrov was set to meet with his North Korean counterpart Ri Yong-ho. On May 31, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will pay an official visit to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the Russian Foreign Ministry statement read. The talks between the foreign ministers are planned, during which it is expected they will discuss topical issues on the bilateral agenda, as well as exchange views on the situation around the Korean Peninsula and other key international and regional problems, the statement added. The confirmation follows a report by North Korea's state-run media Korean Central News Agency, KCNA, on Wednesday, which confirmed the visit but did not specify when it would take place. Foreign Minister of the Russian Federation Sergei Lavrov will soon visit the Democratic People's Republic of Korea at the invitation of DPRK Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho, KCNA reported. Russian business media outlet RBC last week reported that Lavrov was scheduled to visit the North on Thursday, citing the country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Lavrov's visit to North Korea comes amid a flurry of international diplomacy ahead of a planned meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and DPRK leader Kim Jong-un. Wednesday saw reports that U.S. officials had begun a second round of talks with DPRK counterparts on the northern side of Panmunjom, and the news that senior DPRK spy chief Kim Yong-chul had departed Beijing on a flight to New York. Kim, who vice chairman of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea (WPK) and director of the United Front Department of the WPK Central Committee, is set to meet U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Foreign Minister Lavrov first accepted an invitation to visit Pyongyang following an April meeting with North Korean counterpart Ri Yong-ho in Moscow. The upcoming visit will not be the Russian foreign minister's first to the DPRK, however. Lavrov visited Pyongyang in July 2004, delivering a personal letter from Russian President Vladimir Putin to then North Korean leader Kim Jong-il. He visited the South not long after. Lavrov met with North Korean counterpart Ri Yong-ho in April. Photo, Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Lavrov also visited the North in April 2009 hoping to persuade the country's leadership to return to the stalled six-party talks, but did not meet with Kim. He then again made a trip to Seoul, meeting with his then-ROK counterpart Yoo Myung-won and paying a courtesy call to former President Lee Myung-bak to debrief him on the results of his visit to the DPRK. The South's Ministry of Foreign Affairs (MFA) on Wednesday declined to comment on whether Lavrov would again visit the ROK following his Pyongyang trip. The Russian foreign minister's visit comes ahead of a summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and DPRK leader Kim Jong-un, scheduled to take place in Singapore on June 12. Speaking at a joint news conference with his Belarusian counterpart Vladimir Mackay in Minsk, Lavrov on Tuesday expressed his hopes for the alleviation of tensions on the Korean Peninsula. "We are interested in untying this knot of conflict as soon as possible," Lavrov told media, stressing that North Korean denuclearization would have to be accompanied by security guarantees. Meanwhile, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Bogdanov on Monday met in Moscow with DPRK Ambassador to Russia Kim Young-jun. Russia's MFA said the two had discussed pending issues of bilateral relations and the situation on the Korean Peninsula. Edited by Oliver Hotham. Featured image, Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs.